But did you have any time to prepare to this game? Like, have you been on the ice?
This is it. Yeah, I was hoping for a little longer warm-up, actually. I was a little surprised when they said we were getting 6 minutes.
Not a lot, but I got on the ice this past week a few times just to minimize the amount I embarrass myself.
I had to get on the ice, and I haven't played in a long time, so had to get out on the ice a few times and see how it was. And the first thing is you don't want to get hurt, and you don't know what to expect as well. I mean, I think in a stadium series, I'm guessing when we get out there and like there's a lot of fans there that, you'll get your juices going, get the adrenaline going. So it's probably going to be faster than I want it to be.
What is your strategy?
Survive? No, I mean, just play the game. I skated a few times this year and not pull anything really, and have fun. Really enjoy it. Enjoy the moment. It's going to be great.
Well, it always, no matter where you play, no matter what stadium you play charity game with like only 500 people, or you play in the stadium like 45,000 people. So it's always like it's a pride, when you put the jersey and jersey of the team you played for so many years and been successful, and going through like victories and some disappointments, and going through the like adversity, like losing like 3 guys in a car accident, like '97. So it's always like a pride to play for Detroit.
Will we have a chance to see you block any shots, dive into pucks and stuff like that?
Oh, for sure. That I can't. I mean, even in men's league, if I'm playing men's league, it's still your instinct to get in the way, and then you go home and you're like, why would I do that? That's just dumb. But, out here, especially, I think with the magnitude of the crowd being there and the old rivalry, if the one thing I can control is blocking shots, then that's what I'm going to do.
I'm helping out coaching one of my sons, so I'm on the ice, with him and his team. So no special preparations, for me personally, but I know some of the guys in Detroit. Draper's has gathered the guys to get some skates in and try to get ready for the game.
First time head coaching a dozen of Hall of Famers against another dozen of Hall of Famers. How does that feel?
Yeah, it's a little scary. If we get a power play and I've got 10 Hall of Famers turn around looking at me to see who should go, it might get a little nerve-wracking, but it'll be fun. It's good to see all these guys again.
How does it feel to play for a coach you got traded for?
That's right. That'll be good. I'll enjoy that.
Every time I put on the TV back home in Sweden, I see the highlights of this rivalry. I get the goosebumps still, even if it's that long ago. And I think fans have watched the games back then, and it's hard to forget. I remember one game that was 6-5 there in Detroit. If you go there as a fan and watch that game, I think you never forget it. It was fantastic games to watch. Tough to play, but it had to be pretty cool to watch.
It's not going to be an all-star game where there's nothing, because truth is it's still hockey and there's still pucks in the corner that you want to come out with, and I don't want Maltby or Draper coming out with the puck, so there's going to be a little bit of extra battle probably compared to most, but at the same time, it's not. I don't imagine you're going to see a bunch of line brawls or anything.
Well, I think the media and fans for both sides, loved to check out the schedule more than the players. First, the players, we knew we just had to play great hockey to get through Detroit Red Wings. They were good. And then when you play them so often in the playoffs and, Game 7s and 7-game series, things are going to happen. It's like going on the school bus with the same kid sitting beside you, poking at you for 7 years. You're going to, sooner or later, punch them in the face. And we just had 2 great hockey clubs that had to get through each other. And I think that, first we just wanted to win, and they wanted to win, and then the other stuff just happened.
If you don't actually hate the other team, you have to actually hate them, and we did, and they did. So it was perfect because they had a reason, we had a reason. They were a great team, we were a great team, and it was just easy to hate the other team. I think nowadays as the teams, there's so much turnover, so much youth. They look across and they're like, I think I'm supposed to hate somebody over there, but I don't know who.
Well, I get asked did you guys really hate them? And I don't know if I like to use the word hate, but at the time it probably is the proper word. It was hatred at the time. But now, they always say when you retire you can sit back and reflect on things, and now it's a lot of respect.
It was really exciting to play Colorado. From the moment they moved from Quebec to here, the very first game we played against them, they were really a good team, and throughout my time as a Red Wing playing against the Avalanche, it was always an exciting game. They had so many great players. We had a lot of good players. It was really, really good hockey. And, you know, you go out there and you see Joe and Peter and Rob Blake, all these guys, Adam Foote. You know, I think of all the great games we played. People think about all the fights and things like that. I think more of the really good hockey that was played.
The very first time I was doing some scouting stuff for Columbus, and I go to my seat to watch the game, and I'm sitting, I look over, and there's Maltby, you know, and him and I had some great battles back in the day, and lots of words exchanged, and it was kind of like, oh God, you know, where you're like, I never thought I'd have to actually see that person in real life, so I wouldn't feel as bad as I do, you know. But he was the same, you know. You look over and you're like, hey man, it's good to see you. You know, it's like that respect thing, like I talked about, and so it's great because in the end, all these guys, as much as you know, we hated each other at the same time. You look across and go, I would like that guy on my team, you know. And then it's pretty much man for man, you could say that. So there's always that mutual respect.
Can we say the hate kind of turned into love, or not, but respect?
Like.
Okay.
Not quite love.